Listen, son, you are going to become a Super Saiyan.
Me, a Super Saiyan?
Yes.
Wow, really? You think I really can?
In time, but you have to take this training very seriously. Of course, we'll take it one step at a time. When you're ready, you'll move to the next level. But it's not going to be easy.
I understand, but how hard will it be?
It'll be the toughest thing you've ever done.
For the past decade, I've been obsessed with self-improvement. This is how I looked for the majority of my childhood. I was very insecure, very overweight. I'd get rejected by all my crushes. I struggled with mental health quite a bit. And so I really wanted to change. I wanted to create the best life for myself possible. I always had this dream of the future version of myself, and I always chased that. And now something nobody really talks about is that this sounds really cute in your head, you know, like you're thinking about, oh yeah, I want to improve, like I want to become a little bit better, but you do not realize that this is going to be the most difficult. Will be the most hard thing that you have ever done in your entire life. So today, guys, I'm going to talk about a little bit about my journey and some things that will happen that you will not expect along your self-development journey. Because whenever you want more money than everyone else, when you want to look better than everyone else, when you want more confidence, when you want less mental health issues than everyone else has, there's going to be a lot more issues than just your personal discipline you're going to have to deal with. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Everyone knows how to improve themselves. Like literally, all of us self-improvement YouTubers say the same thing over and over again, just to remind you, but there's going to be more side effects. And most of all, man, you're going to have resistance from other people that you really want on your side, people that you really want their love and support. They won't love and support you. This is more along the lines of what I consider the chosen ones. Now, the chosen ones, this is a group of people. It's almost like you don't have any other choice but to go down the self-improvement journey. Like, you cannot accept the exact life that everyone else is living. It drives you insane. And so you have to do something more, or else it's going to eat you up inside. So there's going to be levels to this. You know, it's like, let's say you want to be a little bit fit, go to college, get a degree, you know, something pretty much along the lines of what everyone else is doing. There will not be a lot of resistance. You might have a hater here and there who sees you doing well, but if it's what everyone else who is doing well is doing, there won't be too much resistance. Now, on my end of the spectrum, man, I faced a lot of resistance because I'm an international male model. I have multiple successful online businesses, and so that is much more off the beaten path, and so people really love to hate on it. So it depends on your path how much hate you're actually going to receive. Now, you have this idea of the person that you want to become in your head. Now, no one else you know has ever achieved this. Everything that you want to accomplish, no one has ever done it. You have your own path in front of you, and so you have to be completely obsessed with this. So I've got 4 things to really expect upon your self-improvement journey. So the first thing is going to be discipline. Now, whenever people talk about discipline, I don't think they realize how much discipline you actually need. So I'm going to give you an example. People think I'm capping whenever I say this. Whenever I stacked up my bread to leave my home country, I literally slept 3 hours a night. I worked 60 to 80 hours a week. I would wake up at 4 a.m. every single day, typically go to bed at 1 a.m. every single night. So I was pretty much training people all throughout the day across 3 different gyms, and then I was doing online work as well. And I still grind like this, but just differently, and I get a lot more sleep. And all the while, man, I was still hitting all my workouts, and I was still sustaining like 10% body fat. And so you have to be prepared, man, to actually put in more work and more discipline than ever. And no one else walking a normal path, they will ever do this in their entire lives. That's why people think I make this shit up. People on the internet, they're like, oh no, you would never work 80 hours a week and sleep 3 hours a night. How do you think I have the life that I have, man? Like literally, past 4 years, I've traveled to 15 countries, only staying in luxury apartments, villas, haven't had help from anybody. How do you think I do this? Like, you have to be disciplined, and not just a little bit disciplined, not just hitting a couple workouts. Like, you have to be obsessed. Like, this has to be your entire life. You're not focused on parties. You're not focused on friends. You're not focused on relationships. Like, your focus is your self-improvement. Like, nothing else matters. You feel like you will die if you do not make it to the next level. The second thing that will happen is that you're going to lose almost all of your friends, almost all of your family, And a lot of times, man, you're gonna become the villain in everybody's story. So I'll tell you something, man. When I left my hometown, a lot of long-term friends, they unfollowed me for no reason, because I left the country, because I moved somewhere really cool. They all unfollowed me. Some people blocked me. And then they started spreading rumors about me. Oh, Austin, he's doing this. This is how he's paying for all of this. He's doing this, when it's all made up. It's all bullshit. And here's the thing, man. I've discussed this in the past. Whenever you elevate, when you truly become the best version of yourself, it's like a mirror. Like you're putting this mirror in front of everyone else of how they're not living up to their fullest potential. And so you doing really awesome stuff, they need an excuse because they're not doing anything really cool. And so it's like, oh, I'm fat, I'm broke, I'm not doing this. But Austin is able to do that just because of this, just because he's like this. You know, people love to make things up. And this will also come from a lot of friendships, a lot of betrayals. People will start slandering your name. I've had very, very close family members, man, even try making things up about me, trying to create entire storylines about me. Whenever I've given these people everything, like I've given people almost every ounce of my soul, I've given people every opportunity to level up, and they choose the alternative. They choose to slander my name, and they choose to blame someone else for their own failures. So you have to be prepared, man, whenever you truly want to level up, whenever you truly want to get to the next level, it's going to piss off a lot of people. You're going to create some enemies, and you're going to become the villain in a lot of people's stories, man. I really don't have a very good reputation at this point. I'm not even going to lie. I kind of enjoy it, because now at this point, a lot of people, they don't really want to get as close to you. That's kind of nice. If you're known as like that angel, if you're known as a really good person, I think this is a lot more worrisome. Another reason you can't not really have friends and family around is going to be kind of like my community post today. And it's the fact that magic will always attract destruction. I'm sure a lot of you guys are confused by this statement. Essentially what it means is that there are two types of people in this world. There's going to be builders, people who are creative, people like Nikola Tesla, people like Steve Jobs, people who innovate and fucking change things from themselves. They're original. They're the number one. And then there's the other one. What's the other person besides the creator? There's going to be the destruction. And these people, they're not original. They cannot come up with anything original. They copy everyone else. And when they see other people building, when they see other people with that magic inside of them, they want to destroy. Everyone's a destroyer, man. So as a man, you need to be a builder. You need to create from within, and you need to have your original ideas. Don't copy anyone else, because they cannot become what you can become. Everyone else has their own skills. Everyone else has what they're good at, what they're not good at. So you need to find out what you're best at and develop these skills and become your own unique individual. And you have to be aware of the destructors. The destructors will come into your life trying to fuck everything up. You cannot let them in. You cannot let them destroy your life. That's why you have to stay on your path. Your path is very narrow. A lot of people will try to interfere along your path. So you have to stay focused on the goal. So many people, man, they fall off. I've almost fallen off so many times. I cannot tell you. So the path to your goal, plan A to plan B, is very, very tight. It's very tunnel vision. And so if you get distracted, you can fall off and never get back on. Your entire life can be screwed up. This is a very serious thing. It's nothing to joke around about. And so you have to take your self-improvement like life or death, man. The third thing that will happen on your self-improvement journey is that you will have mental health issues along the way. And so this is obviously kind of a byproduct of losing most of your family, most of your friends. As humans, we all crave connection. We all want to actually connect with people. And so whenever you keep trying to connect with people and they get envious, they get jealous, they try to fuck you over just because you're doing more than they are, it's going to be a very lonely journey, man, because you can't have a lot of friends, and a lot of them really won't be adding much to your life. It's like, what's the point of really having a lot of friends who just want to party, just want to hook up with new girls, do drugs, do stupid things? These will not benefit you. These will not make you more money. These won't make your abs even more defined. It's not adding anything to your life. There's not a lot of people on this path. That's why a lot of people don't want to walk this path, because it gets lonely, because you're going to have some panic attacks sometimes, because you're not sure if it's the right thing that you're doing. Sometimes you're gonna have a lot of anxiety because, once again, you're not sure sometimes if it's the right thing. But sometimes, man, if you're not sure if it's the right thing, that's the sign that you need to keep going. You need to keep pushing through. And a lot of you guys in this community, a lot of my subscribers, a lot of you guys are on this journey. And I know exactly how you feel because not a lot of other people will relate to you. And so the mental health issues, man, it's just something you're going to have to deal with. And the more that you grind through, you're gonna build up your tribe, but don't sacrifice your own self-development just to have people in your life, because it's not gonna be worth it, man. It's just gonna slow you down, and then you're gonna resent these people in the future because you see that you wasted time, you wasted your energy trying to invest in these people who don't even want to level up, man. They're low lives, and they don't even deserve to be in your presence. And this isn't from an arrogant standpoint. This is from how much work you're putting in. If you're working 80 hours a week, if you have a physique, if your diet's on point, and you're hanging out with the guy who works part-time, he's doing all these stupid things, you guys are not on the same level. Like, obviously as humans, yeah, you're the same, you're equal, but one person has a lot more value. The last thing that you will really expect, man, is you're never going to be understood by anybody. And that's going to be okay. Nobody understands why you cannot miss a single workout. No one understands why you can't fuck up your macros for a day. Oh, it's nothing. It's no big deal. No one understands why you don't want to go out partying until 4 a.m. on the weekends. No one understands why you don't want to jerk off and have sex with a random 304 every single weekend. People don't understand these things for whatever reason. The truth is, man, the modern world is very degenerate. No one's really on top of their stuff. So you not being a degenerate, you actually wanting more out of this life. You wanting to be fit. You wanting to be happy. You wanting to escape the matrix and get the best life possible. You will never feel understood. You will constantly feel like the black sheep. You're going to be in groups of people. You're going to be having coffee. Even millionaires, man, like, you're still going to feel like a black sheep. Like, a lot of people really will not vibe with you, especially if you are one of the chosen ones. Now, building physique is the absolute easiest thing to me, and I have it down completely effortlessly to where you can only work out a couple times a week, still eat your favorite food. So if you need help with online coaching, link in the description box for your free one-on-one consultation with me. I also sell my supplements that will help you achieve your fitness goals, kalosique.com. Also, guys, subscribe and like this video to push it out into the YouTube algorithm. That's it. I'm gone. I love you guys.